Let's look like a human being who is healthy. Oh, now I'm red as fuck. Hello. So, I started doing these videos of nonsense to feel more connected to human beings, even if I'm not able to go out physically and see humans. And it feels good. My mom likes them, so at least they serve a purpose. Not that everything has to serve a purpose. But I wanted to just talk. And I wanted to talk about stand up. I finally got the courage to actually book a thing to go up on. So we'll see how that goes, if there's place and if they want me to go up on stage and be stupid. We'll see. It's in English, which is my cop out because it's a lot easier to do it in English than to do it in Swedish. Um, the funniest thing though, it would have been hardest to do in Turkish, I think. I've never done stand up in Turkish, and it is my first language. But I think my stand up would be very offensive in Turkish, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why. But I've been thinking of like what kind of stand up do I want to do? I have some material that's gay, some material that's a lot about sexuality, some stuff about my dog, chronic pain, and I don't know. It's like I don't have like one thing I want to focus on, which is somehow it feels like people always try to put you in this one box where you should be this comedian so they remember you. Um, but I just like going to pubs that are really sort of cheap environments and go up on stage there. I feel like that's my audience, you know? And I really enjoy it. But I thought about like how I can do more or how I can do it in the way I want it, considering chronic pain. And I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Do I just book things over and over and then cancel when I have to? Or force myself to go and do it in pain? Because I've done that too. Doesn't always turn out good. I usually do bomb when I'm in too much pain. And that doesn't feel good afterwards, you know? I want to get the high. I want to get that high feeling of like, oh my god, people are laughing at me and it was amazing. Did I just do that? What? Yeah. But it's tough. Even right now, I have like my back hurts. I don't know why I'm like sitting in a position that it hurts. There's zero need for it. I'm just talking to my phone. But it's uncomfortable because when you're in pain, it's like one of those things that takes your attention away from everything. It your brain's processing power is limited because half of it is going to processing the fact that your body's in pain. And then you're also supposed to remember words when you talk or names of people. It doesn't happen that way. One of the biggest fears I had when I started stand up was forgetting stuff on stage. Like I prepped, I rehearsed, and I'm gonna do this set that I really enjoyed writing and stuff. But fuck, what if I forget something, a crucial point in a joke, and then it just makes zero sense, you know? What if it makes sense in my head and it makes no sense to them? What if I forget the punchlines that I wrote? And I think that started to go away like when I had been doing it for a year or so, at some point I started booking less shows, but also started to just not give too much of fuck, basically. I don't know exactly where the transition happened, but I think it was going up on these competitions and then feeling like, who cares? Like, or like, oh no, what if I do get to the second stage of this competition and have to do more things? That's been a fear. Then I don't know. Also, just doing stand up in comfortable environments, I think, that I feel good at. Um, because realistically, I'm doing this for fun. I don't have to fucking go up on stage in front of like 100 people and try to make my material into something that this audience is gonna like. You know, does it really fucking matter if I'm funny to every audience? I mean, just knowing that and enjoying the stand up that I do should be the goal, really. Because when I first started, I just was continuously booking things, different clubs in Malmo, different places in Lund. And I went like twice a week, 3 times a week, sometimes 4 times a week. Like, who are you, you know? And I kept getting asked for doing things. Someone asked me to fucking be their like pre-comedian at a show in Malmo and in Stockholm. And that was unbelievable, you know? I couldn't believe it. And it was sad that I couldn't do it because I was going to Turkey in those dates. Opportunities missed. But also, did I really want to take a fucking train to Stockholm and do comedy there? Like, it feels so uncomfortable. Maybe if they paid for a plane ticket. Because they were paying for the trip, you know, but not for the show. And I have even gotten paid for a show before, like when I did queer comedy night. And there I felt fucking good. I felt so good that I could actually, for the first time, get money for doing the thing I fucking love, you know? And that was fun. I think if those opportunities were more, yeah, getting money would be fun. Money is awesome. I mean, yeah, it sucks that we live in a shit society, but money is kind of cool. So, and it pays for my dog's spa dates. Or maybe I could get a massage for myself. That would be so nice. It's been so long since I got a massage. Alright, my phone says it's gonna stop filming in 10 minutes because realistically, I don't have the fucking memory for any of this. So I'm just gonna put it onto the cloud and online sphere and forget about all this. Plus, I'm been so fucking fake during this entire video. I feel like I wasn't myself. And sometimes I just don't know how to stop masking and actually be myself. But I'll talk about that later.